Hi and welcome to today's video training. So today we are talking about intuitive eating, mindful eating. It is something that is really spanning across all social medias. A lot of coaches, a lot of health coaches are using it. But today I'm going to be sharing with you why intuitive eating and mindful eating can actually cause more harm than good. I'm going to be sharing to you the 3 things that you really have to focus on to actually bring intuitive eating into your life and actually succeed. My name is Dina Merby. I am a body balance coach. And for the past 20 years, I've been helping people realign their body and mind connection to actually release their unhealthy eating habits, release the binge eating, release the emotional eating, to be able to fine-tune their eating, to go with their body, to boost the metabolism, and all that helps them create a life free from binge eating by releasing the weight and getting so much energy in their day. So I'm so happy that you're joining. What I'm going to be doing, because I want to make sure there's a lot of people joining in, because intuitive eating is a big phase right now. It's a big word, and I don't want to hear myself on my phone. So I want to know, and comment right below. I want you to comment for you, what is intuitive eating? Okay, what is intuitive eating, mindful eating? They are different, but they have a lot of similar things together. Number 2, if you have no idea what intuitive eating is, comment right below. I want to know more about intuitive eating. I'm going to share with you a video that talks about the 10 principles behind mindful and, let's say, intuitive eating. So I'm going to be sharing this here, and I'm going to share this in my group. There you go. A little bit of technology adding everybody, because I don't want anybody to miss out on this. Perfect. So I am here, I am ready. So as I said, for the past 20 years, I've been perfecting my clinical dietitian, my psychology, my yoga, my mindfulness to really help people, support them to get to their results, to their dream body, to their dream health, to cut their medication in half, to stop taking their medications, of course, with the okay with their doctor, because this is what you can do. We can so use food and fitness and nutrition and mindset to actually create the life that we are dreaming of, and it can become reality. But there are so many things out there like intuitive eating that sounds good, that sounds too good to be true, and it can actually be too good to be true. So I'm going to share 3 things. Intuitive eating, very often we talk about connecting to the body, right? The body knows exactly what it needs to eat. It knows its needs, calorie needs, macro, micronutrients need, because we are born with that. So I'm not going to take that away from intuitive eating. However, you are born with that. But with all the dieting, with all the pressure, with all the programs you might have done, there's layers and layers of dieting history, of dieting pain, of dieting damages, where your body still knows what it needs, but first you are so disconnected from it because of the dieting, and as well, your body might still be in a starvation mode. It might still be malnourished. And when we are famished, when we are malnourished, when we are starving, we are not going to be going for that spinach or that salad. We're going to be going for those high density foods like the sugar, the salt, the fat. We're not going to go for the other ones that balance things out. So this is where intuitive eating can be a bit of a negative point, because they say they want you to connect to what your body needs. But if you've done 1,000,001 diets, you have no idea what your body needs. And there's going to be so much test and trial to figure out what your body needs. And the one thing that they tell you, intuitive eating, it can cause some weight gain until you discover what your body actually needs. So you want to feel better in your body. You don't want to be gaining more weight. So this is why we want to be careful. With intuitive eating, you want to really bring in that notion of, yes, connecting to your body, but you actually as well have to know, how should you be eating for your body? Do you know what your needs are? Do you know what your internal eating clock is? Do you know how to balance your blood sugar? Do you know how to balance your hydration? Do you know when your optimal eating schedule is? Do you know all that? And the thing is, it's not your job to know all that when you've done all the dieting. This is my zone of genius. This is what I do with every single one of my clients. that I work with privately, they actually all leave with a private plan that is according their needs, their likes, their dislikes, and with everything they told me, I'm able to build this amazing plan that follows their internal eating clock. Why? Because I've done it with so many people and have so many different plans to share. So when you're going to that intuitive eating and you don't know what your body needs, you need to have some type of support. You need to have some type of plan to follow, not a diet, but a plan that works with your body. And this is one of the main things that I do with my clients. Number 2, there's a big thing with intuitive eating of letting go of the dieting mentality, of reframing your thoughts. But do you know how to reframe your thoughts? You know, we have 70,000 thoughts every single day. And very often when we did a lot of diets, it goes round and round, right? So you might say, okay, you're going to McDonald's, let's say. And you're like, no, intuitive eating says I should eat for my hunger. I should stop when I'm full. But then there's that dieting gremlin that goes round and round and round, and you feel guilty and anxious and stressed. And you're like, oh my God, I should not be eating this because I want to lose weight. But then intuitive eating tells me I should eat what I want if I'm hungry. And you are driving yourself mad. Mindset rewiring, getting rid of that dieting mindset is something that you have to work on with a professional. There's a certain way to go through it. It doesn't just disappear in one day. Okay, you build the habits, you build the thought that you have right now. It takes a certain system to unbuild, unlearn, but rebuild positive habits. And it's not by saying those positive affirmations of, I'm not going to diet anymore, I'm going to connect to my body. When you find yourself in an environment that is anxiety causing and you're stressed and you're maybe a binge eater, an emotional eater, the dieting, everything keeps going around and around. The anxiety comes in and you will go back to your old habits. And the thing is, intuitive eating is pretty. It's nice. And this is when you reach that normal eater, you're able to do intuitive eating. But as a beginning phase, there's so many different things you want to focus on that I don't want you to wait years to actually manifest intuitive eating. You can actually do it in 12 weeks or less. Okay? Totally real. With the foundational work with nutrition, with your mindset, in 12 weeks, you can really revert a lot of the changes, get rid of that dieting mentality, release the binge eating and the emotional eating, and actually bring that intuitive eating that you can eat when you're hungry, you stop when you're full, there's no good food, there's no bad foods, and you are finally free from the thinking process around food. Okay? So these are number 2, which is the mindset rewiring. Number 3, okay? Intuitive eating, there's 10 principles. And again, if you're curious about the 10 principles, just comment right below. Dina, I'm curious about the intuitive eating, the 10 principles, and I'll share with you my video about that. When you look through the different principles, it's very, how can I say this? Not general, like very vague, you know, like stopping the dieting thinking, eating according to your body. And it's even been shown, and they tell you in intuitive eating that in the beginning, you really have to be okay with not weighing yourself because your weight might fluctuate up or down according to the changes that you're bringing in because you're in a test and trial phase. And listen, I think you've done enough test and trial. I think if you want to get results, real results, and get them very soon, you need to seek support. You need to seek support to somebody to build a plan according to what your body needs, not a diet, a plan that you feel good with, that you're never hungry, never full. It, crushes the cravings, banishes the binging, you have full energy. You need to also work with somebody who's going to work on that mindset, who's going to help you reshift the way that you see dieting, reshift the way that you see food, so you can see muffin as a muffin, an apple as an apple, and there's no more anxiety around food. You can keep, your chips and your cookies at home, and they can actually go stale in the cupboards. You need somebody to help bring that mindset rewiring, but you also need somebody who's been doing this for a long time, who's been coaching people. I do intuitive eating for me right now because I'm an expert in it. I coach people about it for the past 20 years. I have the education behind it, and I've worked with people with different stages in their life, hypothyroidism, menopause, diabetes, cholesterol. You want to make sure you work with somebody who is certified to actually take you as a person, as an individual, look at the health issues, look at your lifestyle, look at your likes and your dislikes, and support you in the process, not imposing, Not telling you should or you shouldn't, but guiding you through that process. So you're always a bit in control of that change, but you have that person in the passenger seat telling you, hey, try this, do that. And this is how you can create that change, because I think you have enough on your plate. Figuratively, and maybe like plate-wise as well. I think you have too much on your plate. If you're a business owner, I want you to focus more on your business, right? If you have kids, I want you to be at home and playing with your kids. If you are somebody who has a big social life, I want you to focus on your social life. So if you want to get the results, if you want to crush the cravings, banish the binge, feel energized, all without dieting, and you really bring that amazing last step, which is intuitive eating, into your life, where you never ever have to follow a diet again, but you don't know how to start, let's talk. Okay? We can see if we are a great fit together. If you like my energy, you like the way I'm sharing things, and you like my philosophy, you are going to love working together. Because when I work with my clients one-on-one, I only take in 4 clients at a time. Only 4, because I want to make sure I am there with you for accountability, for follow through, for support. Because too often we work with somebody, we do programs, and we are alone, and we say, you know what, I'm smarter than this. I should be able to do this on my own, but you need the support. Athletes do not reach gold medals by coaching themselves. They have coaches. They have mindset coaches. They have fitness coaches. They have meditation coaches. Did you know that? People that want a better life, an amazing life, a life that has no end inside of positivity, they need to bring those coaches to get them there. Because the coaches get you through the follow through, and they're there to keep you moving forward, because it's a coach that helps you keep that motivation. It's not from the inside, it's somebody there supporting you. So if you're curious about this, just message me or comment right below. It'd be lovely for us to reach. But again, if you're curious about intuitive eating, comment right below. I'm curious what the 10 levels of intuitive eating is. But remember, you need those 3 things. You need to make sure you know how to eat for your body before connecting to your hunger and your fullness. You need to know how to change your mindset to stop having that dieting mentality. And you always need to be supported, because if not, you might be gaining more weight, you might develop more health issues, more eating issues, and you're only going to be reaching your goals later on. I want you to get success. You can get success in 12 weeks or less. Let's talk. On that note, my name is Dina Merby, body balance coach, and the motivation that you see right here is exactly the same energy I'm going to be bringing to our coaching calls and for me to support you. So message me and let's make 2020 your best year yet. See you in the next training.